This girl who still couldn't say a word had been taken away by the FBI. Her face looked dirty. Because of her, the wedding was also interrupted. She tried to struggle, but the people around her just watched. After that, she was directly locked up in prison. And the FBI quickly left. The cell was closed and the girl was also desperate. She took off her belt and even her clothes. She could finally take a deep breath. At this time, these were the darkest days for her. At the same time, there was a man staring at her. She asked, "What are you looking at?" He also said, "I'm looking at you, is there a problem?" So the two of them started arguing. Unexpectedly, the two of them argued like crazy. They seemed to have regained their vitality. After all, what happened? It turned out this society was like a game to judge people. The level and status of each person was determined by the number of stars. The highest was 5 stars, if less than 1 star, that person would be locked in prison. A week ago, Lacey was still in the upper class with 4.2 stars. Every day she looked in the mirror and practiced smiling. Even if she felt unhappy, she still had to smile. Because of that, she could get a high rating to raise her score. That day, her house contract expired. She was looking for a new house and accidentally found an apartment. But its price was very expensive. The broker said that if she got 4.5 points or more, she could get 20% off offer. Therefore, Lacey hurried to find a way to raise her score. She decided to find an analyst. Because at this moment, everyone around her was a low score group. So their good evaluation didn't bring her much benefit. So she had to find people with high scores. If she was judged by them, then her rank could be raised. That day, she finally met a lady with high marks. Because she wanted to get high marks from that lady, Lacey rushed to talk to her. But unexpectedly, her enthusiasm was a bit too much. That lady felt that Lacey was uneducated. So she gave Lacey a low score. Lacey was very depressed, but at this time, she discovered that her old friend Marie was up to 4.8 stars. She decided even if she was despised, she also had to be in the group of people with high scores. Lacey was starting to get weird. Every day she looked in the mirror and smiled. She was constantly practicing. She did it because she wanted to please others. In order to get high score. At this time, she had a chance. Her old friend named Marie was in the upper class with 4.8 stars. She was about to get married. And the people who attended her wedding were from the upper class of society. So Lacey started to flatter her friend. She wanted to participate in the wedding. Lacey's brother despised her very much. Because Marie used to tease and laugh at her before. But in order to raise the score, Lacey didn't care that. Lacey started going there. While in a hurry, she accidentally bumped into people on the street. So she was given a low score by passers-by. In the taxi, she received a call from Marie. She was so excited that she talked on the phone very loudly. This made the driver very angry. After she got off the bus, he gave her a low score. But Lacey didn't notice that either. Because she thought she would get her high score back soon. When she was about to board the plane. But the flight attendant announced that her flight was cancelled, only a late-night flight left. But if she wanted to sit in a B-class seat, she would have been above 4.2 stars. After everything just happened, she had only 4.1 stars left. After that, she hastily quarreled with the flight attendant. So the guard deducted 1 star from her and kicked her out of the airport. She could only hire a taxi to attend the wedding. But at this moment, she only had 3.1 stars. So she could only rent this old car. She was driving while thinking. She thought of ways to please the people at the wedding. Halfway through, the car suddenly ran out of power. It wasn't easy to find a charging station. But because the car was too old, there was no outlet to fit the charging station. She started arguing with the employee again. So she got a low score once again. She started to get frustrated and lose her temper. At this point, she could only stand on the side of the road and wave the car. But when people saw that she got only 2.8 stars, they all rejected her. Fortunately, there was a woman with 1.4 stars who took her. When Lacey was trying to get to the wedding, Marie suddenly called her. She didn't want Lacey to attend her wedding. Because Lacey's score was very low at this time. So Marie would lose face with her friends. At the wedding, Lacey appeared with a very sloppy look. She put on her tattered clothes and slowly walked over. She was almost discovered by someone else. She panicked and ran away, while everyone was congratulating the bride and groom. And she hid behind the bushes. When the groom was standing on the podium and giving a speech, Lacey saw her friend. Marie was smiling and talking happily. She was both beautiful and charming. When Lacey saw everything in front of her, finally, she couldn't take it anymore and ran over. But no one noticed her. At this moment, Marie suddenly showed a surprised expression. It turned out that Lacey was on stage and was holding the microphone. Everyone was looking at her. Seeing that, Lacey was extremely happy. Then she introduced herself. She also said she was a bridesmaid. She was originally invited to the wedding. But unfortunately on the way here, she lost a lot of stars. For being a person with few stars, Marie called to ask her not to come here anymore. So she could only go through the forest and find a way to get here. While walking, she accidentally fell into a swamp. Because of that, she looked like this. Seeing that, Marie was so embarrassed that she told the groom to chase Lacey away. However, Lacey started causing trouble. People were also starting to get annoyed with this crazy woman. So they took the phone and gave her a low score in turn. Seeing that, Lacey cried and said that Marie used to bully her often. And even told Marie's loves in the past. Lacey expressed all her anger in the hope of receiving everyone's sympathy. But she didn't expect that there were more and more low evaluations for her. Eventually, she was taken away. No matter how hard she tried, people didn't help her. At this time, she was about to face the prison. Because those under a star would be locked up in prison. But while in prison, Lacey could feel the value of life again. Because she could finally ignore the star reviews. She didn't have to smile at everyone. And didn't need to flatter anyone. She was able to comfortably be herself. If there was such an advanced civilized society, when the number of stars would decide everything, how many stars could you get?